Hey everybody, Tooth here, 24 Jan 2025. It is a lovely 20-something degrees outside, and I'm in the process of loading the truck up. And I'm doing this video because I have been messaged for the umpteenth time about PSA. People asking about the Jackal series and just PSA in general. PSA, I don't own any of your guns. Be 100% honest with you. I'm not going to bash you. I'm not going to probably say a whole lot of good things about you in this video either. But it's not going to refer to, is the gun dependable? Is it this? Is it that? It's mainly focusing on accuracy and price point. So, like I said in our other videos, some of our guns do look tactical that we go hunting with because we do a lot of nuisance hunting, and it just makes life easier, and it's about the most economic way to get a decent size magazine or round count inside the weapon, especially for hog hunting down south in our state. So, but accuracy is a big point for us, and I'll be 100% honest with you. On the Jackal lineup, the Gen 1 5.56, $800 to $1,000 just for the upper, and the kit to install it on your lower. Boy, that sun's going to get bright. Hopefully it warms up soon. Anyway, on the average, what I'm seeing is 3-inch groups at 100. Okay, that's not going to work for me because especially coyote hunting, I'm generally shooting past 100 yards. And so coyotes are they're not as big as people, and I don't like making things suffer, so I want accuracy. So that's a pass right there. Now on the Gen 2 5.56, I don't know what they've done to improve on it, and I haven't seen a whole lot of data on it. But no, I'm going to still hang back and say I'm not interested. The 308 version that is just came out or getting ready to come out, from what I'm seeing on YouTube, 100% hard pass. I just watched a video the other day with the guy shooting one using a Federal Gold, the Federal Gold 168 grain, and it was a 3-inch group at 100 yards. Not going to work. Now, with that being said, going through and reading the comments and everything else on the videos and everything, it's a battle rifle. What do you expect? Okay, no, not going to work. If it is a battle rifle, it needs to be able to shoot the cheap ammo at 2 MOA or less. And someone just popped off, you can't do that. Yes, we've done it here. I've done it here. I've got an AR-10 complete build minus the optic, around 800 bucks, and I'm doing 1-inch or less all day long with M80 ball, because I went through, I did the research, and I found out what works with that ammo. The 308 Jackal is a 1 in 10 twist rate. I do not remember what the barrel length was. I think it was a 16 or 18 inch on the guy's video I was watching. So not very impressed at all, especially for a gun that's somewhere between $1,500 and $2,000. That's why I don't buy Daniel Defense. I can't justify the price tag on their stuff with that type of accuracy. That's generally why we started doing our own builds, putting our own stuff together. And there's a lot of tricks you can do to make a very accurate gun with not a whole lot of price tag attached to it. As far as PSA goes on their AR-15 series guns, I've seen some guys run the poverty stuff. They're low end, and generally what winds up happening on that deal is they swap the barrel out. They either get an FN barrel or they swap out to something else. The guys that are buying the little more expensive uppers with the FN barrels, they're generally pretty happy with them from the ones I've shot, the 14.5 and the 16-inch, 2-inch groups at 100 yards. For a battle rifle, okay, we'll live with it, go with it, whatever. Excuse me. So, the only thing I can say about PSA that is a possible bash, which it is a bash, I'm not going to lie to you. Buddy of mine had one of theirs. I do not know his round count. I know it was up there, but the bolt broke where the cam pin goes through. It cracked out and started a split, causing the gun to jam and not eject and all that other stuff. So he called PSA. PSA said, hey, he told PSA what happened. PSA's like, cool, we'll send you another one. And that's exactly what they did. He sent his in, he got another one back. My beef or my complaint is PSA, what the hell, man? The bolt that got sent was used, and I mean it was used. It wasn't even cleaned off. It still had carbon and all that good stuff on it. So it literally looks like when I took the tour of the FM plant in South Carolina during a pass when I was stationed there. What I noticed when we were going through their test facility, they have one BCG that sits on the table, and it's like every fourth or fifth upper, they pull it off the line, they test it, they fire like 10 rounds through it, pull that BCG out and the charging handle out, lay it back on the table, and then they just keep repeating that process over and over again for testing the uppers to make sure the gas ports are sealed and everything else on the M4 rifles for the military. That's legitly looked like that's what this bolt was. So with that being said, that's the only gripe I really have about PSA. As far as reliability issues, I can't really say anything. I don't own one. I have friends that have them. They've been happy with them, except for the poverty lineup. They generally do wind up doing work to it, but they only paid like $300-400 for the whole gun, and then they just go through and spend another couple $100 swapping out barrels, and everything lines up, and then they're happy. So there you go. Those are my thoughts on PSA. I don't know. I'm not in the market to buy a gun right now, so I'm not going to buy one anytime soon. And I got other things I got to spend money on other than buying a gun to go give you my 100% honest opinion on it. And right now, the Jackal series for me is just at that price point, it's a very hard pass. So y'all have a good one. I'm going to go finish loading this truck. Later.